Hit it.
Woo! Hey, we's here and pretty much on time.
Yeah.
We just zippity-doo-dah right through it real quick. Boy, we got some color.
It's the lights.
The lighting.
We
got a lighting issue. Oh, yay.
Yeah, I noticed that a little bit last week.
Well, why? We haven't changed anything.
I don't know.
Be hitting your buttons while I'm talking.
I know.
Come on, man. Make it work.
I'm getting there.
All right. So, anyway, we just banged out an episode of Rebloggatog real quick. Just barely finished it up. We're ready to bring another episode of Chatter of the Squirrels for all you fine folks out there. Waiting in the wings, ready to enjoy whatever flows from our cornucopia of useless knowledge vaults.
Yes.
I want to sound smart and use big words.
Okay, you're right.
It's what everybody else does on the TV. Using the big words and sounding smart and saying stuff. I want to be just like them.
That's all true.
Anyway, howdy, Guildies. Welcome to another jam-packed episode of the media juggernaut, better known as Chatter of the Squirrels.
That's us.
I believe this is number 76.
Yes.
We're about ready to quit numbering. We're about past where we know what the numbers are. Man, I don't know what's causing that color variation. I'm sorry, guys. Stick with us. Hopefully we're sounding all right.
I hope so.
But Al and I are going to keep plugging away at the best little podcast coming out of Mountain Grove about gaming, Magic in particular, and so forth. So we're going to keep plugging at it. I am a little down this week, so if you watch Rebloggatog, you can see me be probably more down.
A little bit more.
I've built myself up a little bit, but there is no Gen Con, and that's where I would be, and we wouldn't even be doing this.
Nope.
So you're getting a bonus episode, bonus content right here. I might have tried to do something on the fly from there, but it didn't work good last year.
Something short or something we might have tried to do.
So you're getting something this week, and you wouldn't if I'd had real vacation. I've been trying to do what vacation stuff I can, and it is not working out that great. So, be that as it may.
I've been a little sad that we're not in Indianapolis as well, but you know.
Him and Shirley were going to go with us this year. It would have been a lot of fun. We'll try it next year.
Yep, we certainly will.
So, I don't really get into the digital side of stuff that much, so there is a Gen Con online. If you're into it, please partake. I think it's a wise thing for you to do. It's just not my thing. So, with that being said, have we got a real minute for the beginning? Because I didn't have one. I just want to remind you, the golden rule, whether you're religious or not, is a fantastic rule to live by. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Treat other people like you want to be treated. I guess that is unless you just are really into that S&M kind of stuff or something. I don't know, on a regular basis. If you like being cussed out and called names and beat on and stuff, then okay, don't treat other people like that.
Yes. The golden rule is probably just an easy thing. There's been a lot going on this week, but just remember, listen, learn, care.
So
always important.
Just some little life lessons from us here. All right. Yeah, I wish I could fix the coloration. So just put up a nice picture of us where we look handsome and all, and just listen to our dulcet tones. Dulcet, is that right?
Dulcet, yeah.
Dulcet's good. We've got dulcet tones. All right. So as a reminder, we're still doing Commander on Thursday nights, 6 to 9. It's free to play.
Yep.
Every time you get 7 achievements, and they carry over from week to week.
Yep.
I have assembled some prizes for you, some signed cards, some old promo cards that have come to me in trades and in bulk and so forth. So I am still trying to give out some stuff. None of the new promo cards that I can give out. Those are still available, though, if you come in and you spend $40. I've got some of the Universal promo packs to give out.
Yep.
At $80, you get a foil one. So you get a regular one and a foil one if you spend $80.
Foil ones are pretty sweet. You can get some good stuff out of there.
That's what we're doing on Thursday nights. On Friday nights, this week, we are doing a booster draft, and we're going to do Ikoria.
Yeah.
It had a short season, and we're going to do a Korea, by golly.
I think I only got to draft it once.
We
so.
already did Core 21 the first weekend of the month. We're going to do a Korea this week. Next week, which is also the first Friday of the month, we're going to be doing Double Masters. So we're going to do a Korea tomorrow night and get in a Korea draft in. So come on out for that. Should be a real good time. And then on Saturday at 6 p.m., we're doing a Pioneer Win-A-Box for $15. It's Born of the Gods. I am not trying to get people from outside my local group. I mean, I'm not telling you not to come, but the idea is not for us to mix and mingle, because currently, I don't have a mask requirement in my store. A lot of my local gamers play each other on a regular basis anyway. So I'm not trying to induce people from outside the area to come in to play for this box. But I do hope I get 8 players so that it fires. If not, I'll be doing pack prizes.
Right.
If I don't get 8 people. Maybe some Modern Horizons or just some older boosters.
Yeah. Still good stuff.
You know, that have rotated out of standard. So we are going to be doing that on Saturday night. So that's what's going on this week. Like I said, next week it's a $40 for Double Masters. Yeah, I said $40.
It is.
The prizes will be a little reserved.
Yep.
We're going to let first and second split the box toppers.
Don't forget in Double Masters, guys, that you get 2 first picks on each pack when you open it.
There are 2 box toppers, so those box toppers are going to like I said, split. First will get first choice, second gets the other.
Yep.
I may try to work up some of those old promo cards that I came up with, or signed cards to give out, just to give a little bonus. But $40 is going to let you draft. That's about as cheap as I can go. These things are going to go for like $15 a pack or more. So the fact that I can do it for
like
40,
Ultimate Masters.
I'm only doing one of these, okay?
Right.
So you miss your window, you miss your window, all right? And I'm going to be pretty restrictive about doing odd numbers. I've got enough for 8 slots. Let's fill those 8 slots, and then if there's enough to fill another 8 slots, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right? So, it does pay to get here and get registered quickly so that you get one of the 8 slots. So that'll be going on Friday, and then next Saturday, a week from this coming Saturday, is Board Games Saturday.
Yes.
So we'll be doing board games. And I don't remember if we came up with a theme for that one or not. We did cooperative last time, and I don't remember if I came up with a theme.
I don't remember if you did either.
Yeah, I'm horrible like that. You know? Why don't you fill some time there and make it look like this is a natural progression of what we're doing, while I subtly look over here to see if I posted something up about it.
Like I said, I do believe, I know we had talked about a few different options on what we can do on board game nights, but yeah, we did cooperative last time, and obviously everyone's still always welcome to bring in any board games of your own if you'd like to play.
Yeah, no, I didn't come up with a theme. I didn't think I had. Bring your favorite, we'll break something out.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of games. I think if for those who have interest, if Zach shows up, he's really wanting to get some people playing Gloomhaven, but that's 4 people, you know.
4 people. He got it in recently. So.
Yeah. So, but that's going on. So that gives you what's coming up the next couple weeks. Since we're talking about Double Masters, I did learn today that there could be a production delay that keeps me from getting the promo cards for Double Masters. So there are promo cards. There's a Wrath of God and a Court of Calling.
Yes.
That go with every box that's purchased.
They're awesome looking too.
So if I get those in late, I'll be giving those out late. Because that's all I can do.
Yeah.
You know, and we might here in a little bit go over some Double Masters that have popped since last week.
Yeah,
we're kind of running with it to see how much content we have here.
Yeah, the full list of Double Masters did drop today, so we know everything.
It did?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it wasn't dropping until tomorrow.
4 hours ago.
My bad.
Yeah, about 4 hours
I missed that. Okay.
I saw an announcement earlier today from someone at Wizards that said it would be this afternoon. The full list would drop. So.
Very good then. So, again, we may be taking a look at that in a little bit. But until then.
Let's talk. You want to jump to here?
We're going to talk about set boosters.
Yes, that
So
is
first
new.
off, if you don't know yet, Mark Rosewater did a San Diego Comic-Con online panel talking about Zendikar Rising. Primarily, we can go over, I put that down here.
First look. Yeah.
Yeah, so in the panel, set boosters we'll get to in a minute, primarily. But it is land focused. We're going to get full art lands again because that's a Zendikar thing. Like guilds are a Ravnica thing.
Land is,
Full art lands is a Zendikar thing. We're going back to Adventure World. Eldrazi are gone.
Right.
We are going to have to deal with the remnants, the after effects. We are going to deal with that.
But there are no Eldrazi. Is that what we heard?
The Eldrazi aren't there.
Right. I didn't know if we were still going to end up seeing some little spawn or anything like that.
We're dealing with the effects. So there will also be 2 returning mechanics from the 5 sets that made up those blocks.
Right.
As well as a brand new mechanic that takes a popular theme and Zendikars it up, in Mark Rosewater's words. It's a theme we've seen before, but done in a new way. Resulting in a mix of new and old. Maybe it's like Chroma became Devotion.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. So we'll see. That's coming up. And then many years ago, all my stories, says Mark Rosewater, start with many years ago. I made 6 dual lands that I am very proud of, that I thought were really cool, and I've been trying to get them into a set. Finally, I'm happy to say that Zendikar Rising, my 6 dual lands finally find a home, and I think you guys will really like them. 6.
I'm law. I got.
We don't know.
I have no idea what you.
We don't know any more than you how you get dual. It doesn't say tri lands.
No.
Dual. We don't know.
No.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to leave colors out because they experiment regions and stuff.
Yeah.
Not a good idea. So. No new planeswalkers. We're getting 3 planeswalkers we all know and love.
Yeah, we got.
Or some of us know, some of us love. Jace. Hearing. And our good buddy Omnath, as spoiled by the packaging they let out, has got a white arm. He's picking up a 4th color.
Yep.
It looks pretty much confirmed from that picture. 4-color Omnath. He gets a new color every time we go back.
I was really convinced he was going to get black first. White would be the last color. You know, white for the unity at the end, kind of thing. But we got white first. Then I guess
black is going to be when they turn him, when something goes bad or something. Maybe.
Phyrexian oil on Omnath.
I don't know, but something's going down, right? Something's going to happen. So anyway, that's some of the stuff that we learned. But the big thing we learned was about set boosters.
Yes.
A new booster type. The first thing you need to know is nothing that we have is going away.
Yes.
Nothing's changing other than we're adding something.
Yep.
If you're happy with what you're doing right now,
you're good.
You don't give a flip about these, you can go on not giving a flip. It won't affect you one bit.
Right.
Actually, it affects you just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because with the release of this, mythics get kicked up to once every 7.4 boosters.
Instead of once in every 1 in 8. Yes.
Instead of 1 in 8. So I guess it affects you better.
Yes.
So anyway, if you're not familiar, draft boosters that we call now are the boosters we've always had.
Yep. We've had
basically
15
card packs. It's got a rare or mythic in there.
3 uncommons.
Commons, add a token, land, that kind of thing.
Yada, yada, yeah.
A couple of years back, we got theme boosters. Those are usually monocolor, sometimes two-color. Following a theme, like with the guilds in Ravnica.
Right.
And so if you really like a certain color, a certain theme, you can buy those theme boosters.
Right.
Shuffle in some lands, and you have a deck, okay?
Pretty much.
A little limited style deck.
Then with Eldraine, they gave us collector boosters.
This is for the people who like the shinies, who like the fancies, who want to get the
new showcase arts and everything like that. They gave us collector boosters for those. Now we are getting the set booster. It is kind of
I'm going to go through it with you.
Yeah.
So if you'll follow along, I will help you get there. They've done this in a weird way.
A little bit.
It's kind of neat.
It is.
So they discovered people like busting packs. Shocking.
Yeah.
But what they discovered was more than half of the packs that they make don't get played in limited or sealed.
Right.
They just get busted. And people like the excitement. Everybody, either you're a slow roller like me and slow roll to the rare, or some people just pop it, right?
Yep. Right to the back.
So now they've designed a booster to hopefully give you more exciting moments.
Yes.
So, 4 chapters in a booster. It's a 14-card booster. 12 of those cards are magic cards. 2 of them are magic cards. Excuse me. Hopefully I did not just...
Not.
There's the welcome chapter.
Right. Which, by the way, I want to say, slot 1, we had a Reblog-a-Tog thing about this last week, actually, and I'm happy to see them back in some form.
So in slot 1, you can get 81 different cards, much like we got in Modern Horizons, which had 54.
Yeah.
These are art cards.
Yes.
All of them are also available in a gold-stamped artist signature, and you get one of those 5% of the time, 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Booster
That's
boxes have 30, so you're going to get at least one signature card in there out of the 81. So you've got the excitement of seeing an art card and the chance of pulling a gold signature. All right? Slot 2 is the land. That's the default.
Right.
They did say it could be other things, but it's probably going to default to the land to show you the world.
Right.
And with it being Zendikar, they'll be full art. And then 15% of the time, they're foil.
Cool.
But have no fear, you got another chance. Not another chance. You have a guaranteed foil besides this.
You have a
so this isn't the only place you get a foil. Slots 3 through 8 are commons and uncommons that are connected in some way. Maybe it's story elements. Maybe it's creature types.
Maybe they just have good synergy.
Maybe they just play well together or something. So this is going to break down like such. 5 commons and 1 uncommon is 35% of the time.
Yep.
4 commons and 2 uncommons is 40%. That's the biggest number.
That's the biggest number.
Most time you're going to get 4 and 2. Or 5 and 1. 3 and 3 is 12.5% of the time.
Yep.
So half and half.
2 and 4.
Two uncommons and 4 commons and 4 uncommons, 7%. 1 and 5 is 3.5%, and all 6 of them could be uncommons 2% of the time. So there's another chance for excitement to get more than 2 uncommons.
Right.
If you get more than 2 uncommons, you beat your odds there. Because that's 75% of the time you're only going to get 2 or less uncommons in that.
Yes.
Then there's the fireworks chapter.
Yeah.
This is where things start heating up a little bit. Slot 9 is the head turner, they call it. Splashy, exciting, visually interesting, that will vary from set to set. For Zendikar Rising, it will be a showcase common or uncommon, or a card that represents a cool element of the set they haven't talked about yet.
Right.
So that's leaving a little... It's still way out there, you know?
The new mechanic or something. I believe when I read Mero's article, just to touch specifically on the visually interesting part, I believe that he specifically every card in that slot will be visually. I mean, that will be a prerequisite for that card. Is that it will be visually very
splashy, exciting, visually interesting.
Yeah, well, I think
not everybody's going to find that to be true.
Right. Fair enough.
Slots 10 and 11, wild card rarity.
Yes.
It can be anything from common to mythic.
Yep.
You can get showcase rares and mythics, mythic showcases in the slot. The breakdown is 49% of the time it's going to be 2 commons.
Yep.
It's about half the time 2 commons. 24.5% of the time you get a common and an uncommon. A common rare combination is 17.5%. 2 uncommons is 3.1%. Uncommon and a rare is 4.3%. And double rares is 1.6%. I thought it was interesting that you're more likely to get an uncommon and a rare than to get 2 uncommons.
That is interesting.
Yeah. All right, and then there's the big finish chapter. That's slot 12. That's your rare or mythic rare. Guaranteed there, just like regular packs.
You're guaranteed at least 1.
And the drop rate for mythics become 1 in 7.4 instead of 1.8.
Yep.
And then slot 13 is your foil, and that can be
anything
common to a mythic, just like in a regular booster pack. And then you have what they call the epilogue.
Yes.
The epilogue is slot 14. That's the last place in the pack. That's a token or an ad card, and 25% of this time, this card will be from what they call the list, which for Zendikar Rising will contain 300 cards.
Yes.
These are going to be straight pickups like mystery boosters.
Yes.
Where it had the little planeswalker symbol. It's going to be a straight pickup. It's going to look just like it did, whatever it was originally printed in, except it'll have that little planeswalker symbol down in the lower left.
Right.
Okay? This does not make the card standard legal.
Right.
They'll be legal in whatever sets they're normally legal in. Does not make them standard legal to be in this slot.
We don't know what all of the list is. It looks like it's going to be desirable cards, the 3 cards that they showed us a common, uncommon, and a rare. They showed us Muscle Sliver, which you sliver lovers know it's the backbone of the sliver deck.
If you're not putting that in your sliver deck, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah. We have at the uncommon, it's the
Cloud Goat Ranger.
Cloud Goat Ranger, and our rare they showed us was Pact of Negation. So all good cards,
All
desired
good
cards.
all things that people would like to see, I think, you know. The Cloud Goat Ranger's a little bit out there, but again,
yeah.
you're not going to get muy perfecto every slot, except in Double Masters.
Right.
But, you know, they're giving it to us there for sure, right?
Yeah.
So a couple other things you need to know is that these are in 30 packs per box.
Yep.
And they'll be slightly more expensive than draft boosters. I don't have exact numbers for you, but for my locals, I'll be getting those numbers out soon so you can do pre-orders.
Right.
But just keep in mind, the rate that you'll pull rares and mythics is approximately the same as from a draft booster.
Yeah.
Just it'll be more flashy and you could come out better.
Right.
Okay?
Well, actually, it'll be slightly higher than a draft. Essentially, they tried to make it where it was the same for your dollar, right, or something.
Right. So the average is going to be there.
Right.
But you might open a pack that had as many as 5 mythics in it.
Right.
And you hit all the others where you can get it, you could get 5 mythics.
Yeah.
5 rares. The most likely you're going to get just the 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky, you know. But see, in regular packs, you can get a regular rare and a foil rare.
Right.
All right. They're going to be trying a bunch of things going forward. And so, depending on how these things turn out, they might use them in different ways.
Yeah.
If you do buy a Zendikar pre-release kit, even if we don't have a pre-release in the store,
Right.
you're going to get one of these set boosters with your pre-release kit while supplies last.
Yes.
And I can tell you right now, I don't have enough supply to give out for every pre-release kit. It's going to be imperative you pre-register, prepay
Yes.
for pre-release kits. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I definitely do not have enough of these. I know my numbers. I won't.
Right.
I'll be maybe half. So that's what the set boosters are. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
If you like cracking packs, this is probably the pack you want to crack
Yes.
because of the potential.
I mean, we always call a pack like a lottery ticket. This seems like a much more exciting lottery ticket, kind of.
It makes it exciting. Almost every place is exciting to open.
Right. And even the commons and uncommons, it's kind of cool that they're gonna be themed together. So you're not just flipping through a bunch of random commons, or like they go together. They have a reasoning to be together there.
You do not want to draft these packs.
No.
I'm sure some people are going to try.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not made for drafting.
They're not made for drafting.
They're not optimized for drafting. You're going to have some odd drafts if you do them.
They have less cards in them than a normal pack, so that the
Although
draft...
you would think if the theme in those commons, uncommons is mechanical, it might make for a nice sealed.
Yeah.
Especially if you hit a couple that were related. You know,
Oh,
that might be interesting.
That's true.
But that's not how they're going to be. When
No.
you buy your bundles, they'll have draft packs in them.
Yes.
Not set boosters, okay? So that's what's going on with the set booster. That was the big news this week.
Yes.
Lots of people excited by them. I'm
much.
excited by them.
I think it's a really fun idea.
A lot of people who just like to crack packs.
Yeah.
A lot of stores are probably going to get these over the others.
Yeah.
But you need to let your LGS know what you're wanting so they can get the right product mix. As we get more and more of these, it's important for us to know what's
to keep in
selling.
stock.
What to keep in stock, because
There's a lot of stuff now.
There's a lot of variety. There is a lot of variety. So I read a couple of interesting articles in the last couple of weeks that have us kind of... I don't know. We were talking about this before we started.
Yeah.
There seems to be some pretty decent talk that
It's growing.
the commander community at large, and I'm not saying a majority at this
No,
point,
but
but a large number, are concerned with the direction that Wizards is taking Commander.
Right.
They don't run the format, but they're making cards.
Right.
And I've expressed my concern multiple times.
For quite a while.
If they keep making cards, they put a Soul Ring in every deck, and then they make cards that reference the Commander Zone, and they
Right.
make cards that work from the Commander Zone. was Allura was the first one,
Yeah.
and then Eminence and these abilities,
Eminence was one of the biggest mistakes ever.
So they keep doing these things, and we're getting concerned that I'm concerned that Commander's just becoming another format.
It's going to be very homogenized, is what is happening, and a lot of us are worried about it.
It's already replaced Standard as the format that WOTC is sending people to.
Right.
To learn to play, because they were already learning that way according to their feedback.
That means that is probably their primary thought process when designing cards now.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're still designing cards for Standard play, but Commander is heavily influencing what they are doing.
Look at Dominaria had a cycle of 10 legendary uncommons.
Right. And, I actually thought it was cool then with Dominaria. It's like, hey, a whole bunch of legendaries.
It was, but, I mean,
But since Dominaria, they've just kept hitting us with them. And it started... Dominaria, like I said, I thought that was really cool. Legendary in every pack, and but then when it just keeps coming...
So, I wanted to just highlight real quick here. There was an article by Dave Cozen on Cool Stuff this week called... Dear Renton, leave Commander alone.
Renton is where Wizards of the Coast is located, guys.
And I just want to run over some points that he makes. And he talks about Eminence and how he had ran a poll, and that's one of the biggest mistakes that they had made.
Yeah.
Followed by like Partner and Planeswalkers and so forth.
Yeah.
But he's talking about how...
I can gripe about Eminence all day, but we can move past Eminence.
When they started printing the pre-constructed decks in 2011, they didn't really know what they were doing. It was new.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's been kind of a slow roll. And originally, not a lot. But as they've gotten more comfortable, we're seeing more and more things that reference that Commander Zone, that reference the Commander.
Yes.
And... Partner with is better than the open-ended partner.
Yes.
So they learned that one pretty fast.
I agree.
Okay. So partner with is a better version. The Planeswalkers, they haven't done a lot of that.
They've done it twice, and then we had the Battle Bond Twins, which also had the static on it.
Right, partner with, yeah. But those are things they've done. But it's what they're making the most money out of. This is the year of Commander. They told us that last
Commander
year. Legends coming.
Right.
That's going to have 70 new legendary creatures in it, I believe.
And we
don't know a lot about it, but we know that.
When we know the set itself is mostly based around new cards. There will be some reprints, but that is not the focus. So even other than the 70 new Commanders, a lot of other new Commander cards. And I'm afraid of how many of those cards are going to be so specific to Commander.
So he makes the comment, that in Battle Bond, we got some very Commander lovey-dovey lands in the form of, what are we calling these? It's just the Battle Bond land cycle, right?
Yeah.
Luxury Suite, Morphic Pool. So enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. And they're dual lands, they don't have the land types.
They don't have land types, but
where are these things at? Why haven't they been in the Commander decks?
Right. Why haven't we seen the other half of? We've only seen the allies.
Allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't we? I thought in a year or two we'd probably see the enemies pop up in pre-cons or somewhere.
I don't know. Again, I believe some of this has to do with reprint equity. We talk about from time to time. If they reprint everything just as soon as they can, they don't build any equity to where they can put value in a set and go, hey, we're going to charge you X amount for this. So even though they don't look at the secondary market, they do look at the secondary market.
Yes.
Take a look at the decks when they come out.
Yes.
So I think WOTC has tried things, and we always want them trying things, but I really think they need to get a little bit more input from the community on the things they're trying and really watch what they're doing with all this stuff.
And printing a lot of Commanders, if they did it differently, wouldn't necessarily be so horrible, I think. if they printed more, if more of their commanders were printed towards niche things that people want to do and don't have the ability to do. But it seems like every commander they print anymore is just a gigantic value engine that invalidates older commanders. They're not exploring new space with commanders with, here's this little niche thing that people would like to build a deck around. They're just, well, this is a great value for Simic, and it makes every other Simic commander no longer.
A second article that I read this week, in the past week, is from Hipsters of the Coast. Mm-hmm. It is, to give credit, The Evolution of Legendary Creature Design in Commander. This is by Travis Norman. And he talks about the 3 eras of legendary creature design. So there's basically pre-Commander.
The beginning.
Back in the beginning, stuff that came out in Legends and the oddball thing here and there. A lot of those were monocolor.
Right.
And a lot of, it was hard to find stuff. Elder Dragon Highlanders, what Commander used to be called, that comes from using the 5 original Elder Dragons. And then later they added more because more people played and so forth.
Right.
But, so you had that when they weren't really designing for anything, right? So, those are all pretty weak, for the most part. Difficult to play, but yet, there were a few gems in there.
Some of them were real splashy, but expensive.
He calls it play what you can find from 96 to 2011.
Right.
Is what he calls it, And there were a few in there that were all right,
You had your Sliver Queen and some stuff like that was big and splashy and...
Yeah, we like Kamigawa Block gave us a bunch of stuff, but most of that was monocolor,
Right.
But anyway, so we had that. That's an era, that we looked at. And Captain Sisay's from that era still holds up.
Yes.
For example. But again, and then we come to the Growing Pains, the second era, as he calls it. 2011, 2018. That's when they started making Commander stuff. And they started going, hey, we need to fill some holes, and so we got more in the colors that didn't have them. We got combinations that we didn't have.
We got better 3 colors because the 3 colors weren't a lot.
And eventually they gave us 4 colors. People wanted the Nephilims errated and so forth. So we finally got there, and they started making better ones, but they started filling a lot of holes. Right? And not only during this time did the Commander products get better, they started putting a few more in regular sets.
Right.
Now, it really started ramping up when we get to the third era here.
Yes.
And that's from 2018 to the present.
Dominaria.
And I've noticed this myself,
Dominaria is where it's
Dominaria, War of the Sparks, all through the last couple of years, we've been seeing tons of these things.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're putting out more... Even if I'm really interested in building some of these...
There's more than you can build.
There's more than you can build. There's got to be somebody for everybody.
Right.
And you're just burning... Seems to me like you're burning a lot of design space.
I would absolutely agree. And
there's already multiple +1/+1 counters.
Right.
Multiple death triggers, multiple regrowth, multiple... I know there's more stuff out there, but my goodness, we are just going crazy with how much stuff we've got.
Yeah.
Start up your engines is what he calls the third era. He mentions Joyra, Joda,
very powerful.
Muldrotha, Tatyova, Tashar. Those are all,
Oh yeah, then we get
Tulane, Golos,
Kennen, Corvold, and
Urza. There are some really powerful things that they've been putting out.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. They keep making products, and every product has got legendary creatures. And look at Jumpstart. They gave us a new goblin. They gave us somebody for devils, which was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
gave us the dogs and the cats. Some more dog and cat stuff.
There are absolutely some holes that do still need to be filled in, but I feel like like I was saying before, instead of filling in those niche holes that people kind of want, like I griped about the Jund -1/-1 commander, but that is something that several people want. It hasn't been done. It's kind of niche. It's not just creating another ungodly value engine in those colors that invalidates. It's for a specific strategy, and I feel like we're seeing less legendary creatures aimed at specific strategies, more legendary creatures that are aimed at making good stuff decks. Is really my biggest problem with all the commanders. If they were aimed at these little strategies to help prop up some little strategy, that'd be cooler instead of just, yeah, throw your good stuff of these colors in a deck and go.
As he put it, it's been a non-stop year for the format, basically. And it's only getting bigger because we got Commander Legends coming with
Commander
70,
Legends is starting to become terrifying.
I like the way he puts it. Simply put, we're running out of space on the text box. Cards like Urza Lord, High Artificer, and Questing Beast are absolute walls of text, making them a modern-day Chains of Mephistopheles.
Oh, gosh.
Look that up if you don't know what we're talking about. We're reaching a ceiling with legendary creature design without that much space to improve.
Right.
Granted, that begs the question, do we really want more power than this? I mean, are we going to power... I have really seen, I've even seen it in our group, which we are way behind. We are not CEDH, we are very casual, but I feel it in our group. The power creep is real. It used to be we could play lots of games and go 10, 15, 16 before turns before something happened. I've noticed a lot more of our games ending on turn 8, and I'm not exactly happy about that on a personal level. Now, if all my players are, I just have to get over it because that's the play group I have. But on a personal level, I don't see that number notching down as being better.
Right.
Not for me. If you want it to notch it down, then you go CEDH and you go for turn 0 to 3 or whatever, I guess. You know, we've got a group that doesn't play in the store that uses no ban list. And goes for all those things. More power to them. They're having a good time.
Right.
But they know not to bring those decks in here and play them, you know. Yeah, they're still playing Flash. They're playing... They're playing all
Paradox Engine's still getting played.
Yeah, they're playing all those things. So, and that's fine. They've rule zeroed and got it going.
I gotta admit, though, I kind of want to play Channel and Commander myself after hearing him talk. How long's it been since you cast a Channel? Come on.
So anyway... I just wanted to talk a little bit, since Commander is my chosen spirit format, that I wanted to talk about it a little bit.
I'm worried about Commander Legends is really what I'm worried about. Is it going to end up doing more harm than good to the format overall? I don't know. I just don't know.
So do we want to gush over... I had a couple other things on here, didn't I? Hasbro did release a Q2 statement, and you might, as you might expect, because of the sales were down.
Right.
So I didn't really want to go over too much of that, but they were down versus last year.
Right.
But I will throw that out there. It is a thing that happened. We talked about that. We talked about that.
Yeah. You want to jump into a little bit of Double Masters? You want to look at a couple cards of Double Masters?
We can. I know we went over them a little bit last year. We got anybody in the chat talking about Double Masters at all?
No. Blake was saying something about Mill when we were talking about Mill a minute ago, but...
I don't remember what we got all gushy about. So now we've got commons in here.
Yeah. Speaking of commons, I know you're up there at the top at White, but something interesting I saw today, I guess on the full dump.
I'm a juvenile.
A Braid. Everybody remembers that when it was in Standard Great Card. They downshifted it to Common in Double Masters.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought that
that's because Double Masters is an artifact set.
That's fair.
And you need lots of removal.
You need lots of removal,
so that would be why they downshifted it.
It's a pretty good card for Popper, I'd say, to get added to Popper.
That is for fact, yes.
So, I saw some other commons and stuff, but that was a big one that I saw that I went, oh.
I'm just kind of thumbing through the White here. A lot of these we went over last week.
Yeah.
Just kind of...
I just that list out today. Land Tax, I don't know if that had been dropped by last week. We got it a couple years ago with Battle Bond, but it's another great card, another great commander card. I don't know how hefty the price.
You're still Paladin.
Yes.
Let's see. Stoneforge Mystic got spoiled since last week.
Yes.
So another printing on that.
It's going to get a box topper as well.
Yeah.
Really good looking box topper.
Tempered Steel, which is going to be great because there are a lot of artifacts in this set.
This was essentially initially supposed to be Artifact Masters, I guess. And you can really see it shine through still.
Thraben Inspector. Yeah. That's going to be a solid performer. Let's talk about a common for a minute, huh? Yeah.
I want to draft that.
We're on to blue. Apprentice Wizard
Yes.
got a reprint.
Apprentice Wizard.
It's an artifact set, so there's a blue way to cast some artifacts.
That's a blue mana dork, guys.
That is a blue mana door. It straight up is. It is.
We have
Busted.
a few of those out there, but yeah.
Of course, Brainstorm, Cyclonic Rift.
Deep Glow Skate. I think that just got.
There you go, yeah.
So if you're playing,
Double up on those counters.
yeah, if you're playing Atraxa, you need it. We'll all hate you, but like that card was made for that deck.
Frogify.
Frogify.
At common, that's a great common to bring up, right? You know.
Master of Ethereum. I don't know if that was out last week, but more artifact stuff.
Metallic Rebuke. Again, we're talking about artifacts, so Metallic Rebuke is a perfect fit in there.
Yeah.
Parasitic Strix. Pongify.
Pongify.
Blue's getting all this removal. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, they're weak. They're no green. Blue is trying to be the new green.
Reshape.
Sentinel is
Sarah Sphinx got a reprint.
Oh yeah, it did.
So Blue needed that Sarah
Yeah.
for sure, right?
Sarah
At uncommon,
Sphinx,
yeah. Steel Sabotage,
Yeah.
nice. Treasure Mage, Black gets Bone Picker.
Picker. I like.
Is
Bone
that a
Picker.
downshift? Was Bone Picker common before?
Oh God, I'm not sure on that one.
I feel
think
like Bone Picker was an uncommon.
I feel
but
like
I could
it was
be wrong.
as well, but
Yeah. Cast
down. That's downshifted.
That's downshift.
That is.
I
K-pop
heard stories. I heard stories on Magic Online. They released it early or something.
Yeah. All right, Pauper players. You have the best removal that will ever be printed in your format now, because there are only 2 creatures in the format that you can't kill for 2 mana. Chandler and Joven. Nobody's playing them, so you can kill any creature in the format.
So
Death Shadow. I think we saw that, but it's
yeah,
nice.
Disciple of the Vault.
Yeah.
Another nice one with all the artifacts in there.
Fatal Push.
Fatal Push is a nice reprint.
Getting a box topper that looks awesome.
Geth, Lord of the Vault. I don't remember if he was spoiled last week, but
I know he was
not.
not.
Because he says put target artifact or creature card.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of artifacts you can get. That's,
Sir. We got multiple Maguses here, too, by the way, guys.
This and of the Will.
Yeah.
Oh, Oubliette's a big deal.
Oubliette's the biggest deal.
Pauper players are like, yes.
It's upshifted to uncommon, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It was printed at common. Still play it in your Pauper decks.
Right.
It's got the new...
Trust me, this...
2 black and 1, so in your Devotion black decks with your Garys,
Please.
you need this.
Yes.
When Oubliette enters the battlefield, target creature phases out until Oubliette leaves the battlefield. Tap that creature as it phases in this way.
Yep.
That's how it works. A little bit of reminder text on how that works. But
Right.
They got it on there.
They got it on there because of phasing. And even though it's an uncommon now, guys, trust me, that uncommon is going to be way easier to find than any of the original common printings. So,
Skittles got a reprint.
Skittles got the reprint, yep. Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize. Needed some Thoughtseizes.
Toxic Deluge is getting a reprint, which is also nice. I don't even own one for Commander.
Wound Reflection.
Yeah.
If you play Commander, you've seen that card.
Not just Wound Reflection, we also got Boon Reflection.
Yeah, we talked about
Did
that
we talk
last week.
that one last week?
Mm-hmm. Blood Moon, Blasphemous Act. What do we got in red here? Galvanic Blast, because we got so many artifacts.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We're going to need that. Goblin Guide.
Grim Lava Man. Imperial Recruiter. That one got
Imperial
dropped
Recruiter,
today.
yes.
That's the big dog that goes dropped today at the end.
That's mythic. So
yes, this is only its 3rd printing. It did get one
a judge printing, right?
I think I got either that or it was in another No, I don't think it was in another Masters. I think it was a judge printing.
Mana Echoes, which is kind of an odd throwback.
It is
an old set. But I was reading that because it says it's 2 red and 2 in enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may add an amount of colorless mana equal to the number of creatures you control that share a creature type with it. Doesn't say whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control.
No.
I am scared for Ivan's Changelings deck now. I was already scared for it.
God.
So yay! Changelings are everything. So they're going to match up perfect.
Oh, we got Rage Reflection, too. We got all the reflections.
Yeah, it seems to be a theme. Rolling Earthquake.
Rolling Earthquake. There's our Horsemanship card.
Sneak Attack.
Teamer Battle Rage, guys. Yeah.
Then in green, of course, we had Ancient Stirrings.
There's a big common printing, yeah.
Yeah, we already knew a bunch of these right here.
God, that quarter of the call. The
Chatter of the Squirrel. Chatter the Squirrel, baby.
That's right. It's getting its reprint.
It's in there. We can play Squirrels. All right. Crop Rotation. It needed it.
It's a good card.
It is a good card.
Elvish Aberration, which is not much of anything, but man, Force Cycling can come in so important.
Greater Good. That's a nice reprint. I think we hit on that last week, though.
It had been reprinted in Battle Bond, but that was its only reprint, I think.
Heartbeat of Spring. That's the Mana Flaring Green.
Yeah. Well, we got two of those because we also got Zendikar Resurgent.
Mana Reflection. That is beautiful.
Yeah, all
like
the
seeing that.
Noble Hierarch. We hit that last week, but man, Noble Hierarch needs a reprint all the time.
Vengevine. Veteran Explorer, if you really friendly it up. And Whisper of the Wilds, which I always liked as a mana dork. So
yes.
I like it.
Multicolor here. I know Arix. I can't even say his name.
Arixmathes, Slumbering Isle.
I'm cool. I'm glad. Cool. The big 12/12 land legendary commit, just cool.
It's different, yeah.
And with only being in
the guys, the Fulminator Mage.
Fulminator Mage, that's pretty sweet to see.
Hannah, Ship's Navigator. Yep. We got a lot of the Weatherlight crew, Joyra. We got the Charms too. Yeah. Charms.
Which is nice to see.
Maelstrom Nexus, Metamorphose.
Yep.
A much needed reprint.
Not just Maelstrom Nexus, Maelstrom Pulse too.
Well.
Age.
Merciless Eviction. Rise of the Redeemed. Riku.
Yep. Scarab God.
Scarab
that
God.
dropped yesterday or today.
Sin Triplets again. I mean, we had the foil ones in Mystery.
Yeah,
now we got.
You just don't play that card. If you want friends, don't play that card.
Thopter Foundry.
Time Sieve, guys. Time Sieve. And this artifact, I want to see somebody go off with this thing in a limited game. I just want to see
Unlicensed Disintegration is a nice addition because of the artifacts thing.
Yes.
You know?
Vexing Shusher. I just like that little guy.
Voice of Resurgence. Karn's the only colorless, yeah.
Basalt Monolith. I don't know how long it's been since Basalt Monolith got a reprint, but I feel like it hasn't got one very often.
It's been a while. Basilisk Collar.
Yeah.
Been a while on that. Batter Skull. Bosch.
Chief of the Foundry, because we're doing artifacts. Chromox, as we talked about.
Chromatic Star. Cogwork Assembler. I like Cogwork Assembler.
Well, you like assembly workers, so.
Yeah, I've got the factory deal. Conjurer's
Closet.
Fun. Gets a lot of work. Cranial Plating.
Darksteel Forge.
Yeah, if you just really want to piss off a table.
Yeah.
All my stuff is indestructible.
Engineered Explosives. We got to blow some stuff up sometimes.
Ensnaring Bridge.
Ever-flowing Chalice. Yeah.
Expedition Map. Flare Tusk, so we got some germs.
Yep.
The Hammer of Nazan.
Isochron Scepter. That's one I saw today, too. That's sweet.
Jorah's familiar because it's an artifact, so you're gonna, make them cost a little less. Light Greaves, Kuldotha Forge Master, tutor up whatever artifacts you want, right?
Right.
Lux Cannon, blow up whichever ones you want.
Mana Crypt again. They're just gonna print Mana Crypt until we can all have one, I think.
Masterwork of Ingenuity, so you can have whatever the best equipment.
Mesmeric Orb got a reprint with the errata. It says Mill on it.
Yeah. Mishra's Bauble. Mox Opal.
We got two Moxes.
Yeah, there's two Moxes.
There's two Moxes in the set. That's
Oblivion Stone.
Yeah. Got some Spell Bombs. Ratchet Bomb.
Sculpting Steel.
Love Ratchet Bomb. Sun Forger.
We got all the swords.
All the swords. We knew we were going to, but we finally.
Well, we got 6 of them. Is that all that we have right now?
Did we get? Oh, we got 5 of the, and then the Sword of the Meek. Yeah.
Sword of the Meek. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the original 5. We didn't get the ones we got out of Modern Horizons.
Throne of Greth. Trinisphere, if you're really into that kind of thing.
Right.
Walking Ballista.
God, that card's good.
Welding Jar, which is going to be really nice because there's so many artifacts.
And Worm Coil.
Worm Coil Engine. Lands, the hits just keep coming, guys. We got Academy Ruins.
Ash Barrens, always needing a reprint.
Buried Ruin because artifacts.
Dark Depths.
The filter lands we talked about. Dark Depths, yeah.
Artifact land. Well, we at least got Darksteel Citadel.
Darksteel Citadel.
I just don't
Maze of Ith.
Mistress Factory.
That's an artifact creator.
I know.
Yeah.
Another one, Thespian Stage. That was a big one from back in the beginning.
And there's the lands.
Yeah, we got Tron lands, and I'll just say it one more time. If you have not looked at them, go look at the showcase on the Tron lands. Oh my God!
Go look at all the stuff that's out there, guys. Go look. So
it is incredible.
What else we got? I'm still doing an orange tag sale. All the orange tag stuff. Buy one at 20% off. 2, 30% off for both, and 3 is 40% off. I had somebody get 3 today.
Ooh,
3 today. 40% off all of it. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So still got that sale going on. I got a anniversary sale coming up. Yep. I've got anniversary stuff in the works. I forgot to bring one up here. I do have window decals for your vehicles.
Yes.
$3 a piece. Come in and buy one from me. I'm splitting the cost with you.
Yep.
They cost me $6. I'm co-oping them out. Make sure that you want it and you'll put it on your ride. $3. I also have order sheets up for a t-shirt. Yep. I'll be posting that to the website probably tomorrow. I took Wednesday off, so I'm a little behind. But I have t-shirts that Ricky and Cheryl, I don't know if they're in here tonight, did some really nice artwork, and these shirts look awesome.
They do look pretty sweet.
$25 for the shirts. Come in and pre-order. Give me your size. You will not be able to get one if you don't pre-order it. I won't have any extras made. So if you don't pre-order them, you won't have one until I can get enough people that want to do a dozen or 2.
All right, guys. Also, box breaks, guys. We got list out for box breaks.
2 box breaks. Well, one's a pack break.
One's a pack break.
VIP, I don't have very many people signed up. If there's no interest, I won't do it. I'll refund the money on there. And then we got a collector booster 2021. We're going to do them next Thursday night on stream if I can get those filled up. But there's a lot of slots left.
$10 for a slot in the
VIP
booster.
And $25 for the collector 21 box. So sign up for those, guys. We'd love to open some cards for you and stream that. But I need some participation. So
I really want to do the collector or the VIP box. I want to open one and see.
Guys, if you haven't been following the box toppers, the only way you get them in foil is out of that VIP.
That is it.
And I believe the worst ones you can get are the few uncommon ones that they made rares just to put in there.
And
so the Urzulans or the
Fatal Push,
Lightning
Greaves.
Yeah,
it's all really
those
good
horrible
stuff.
Cards. Those are the worst ones you can get.
Yeah, they're
the
really
fake
good
rares.
stuff.
The fake rares, but you can get those in full
I don't remember what they all are, but there's some
yeah.
really good ones. They picked the right uncommons to do.
Yeah,
in my
they
opinion.
did. So anyway, I believe that's all we've got.
I believe so.
We appreciate y'all watching, listening.
Thank you so much.
We'll be here next week to bring you more info and hopefully to bust at least one of those boxes or packs for you.
Get a hold of us if you want to spot one of those box breaks.
Yep.
Chucky, Charles, I see you guys in here. So.
One of you guys are going to be getting a hold of me tomorrow. I know who it is.
I'm just saying they're our out-of-towners, so make sure, make a call. We'll get you a spot.
Yep. All right, guys. I believe that's it, unless you got anything left down.
I think we hit all the big stuff for the week. So I hope to see everybody again next week.
And come on out to Grove Gamers Guild, where everybody
knows your game.